going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K25 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content and you want to see this channel grow, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel sponsor for today. I'll leave it linked in the video description below. Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy, guys, gives me the energy I need, whether I am trying to get in a quick workout, doing a live stream, which we just wrapped up the WWE 2K25 My Rise live stream. Had a lot of fun with it. Doing these videos, just trying to get through my normal everyday life at work. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Now, let me tell you something. Personal favorite flavor is the Grandpa's Denture Water. It's a mango papaya flavor, but they do have a lot of other great flavors in their lineup. Go ahead and check it out for yourself. Use that code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10%. Before we get started, I want to plug the series playlist. Leave it posted in the top right-hand corner right here. Guys, it has been a great series so far. We're moving quickly through this first season of MyGM. Hopefully we can continue it and just win our first season. But guys, we are going to get to the action on tonight for Monday Night Raw. In the opening match, it is going to be a tables match. Jey Uso taking on Gunther. In one of the mid-card matches, it's going to be for that inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion, as it is Nia Jax taking on Michin. In the second middle card match, it is going to be Trick Williams and J.D. McDonough's last hurrah. And in your main event, contested in a steel cage match for the World Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura gets another crack at that world title against the OTC Roman Reigns. Now, guys, this is going to be a stacked Monday Night Raw. What I'm actually sipping on right now is a Bold Rock Hard Cider Green Apple. Had this stuff in Richmond, Virginia, a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago. Went to Richmond with my buddy. He is a longtime subscriber of this channel, and I tried it, absolutely loved it. So anytime I see it, I'm not a huge hard cider guy, but anytime I see it, I have to buy it because it was just so good. It is made in Virginia, and it's made in the Blue Mountains of Virginia, so definitely if you are of the age of 21 or older, not a sponsor by any means, but definitely recommend you guys checking it out. Bold Rock, I think you guys should sponsor me, though. I absolutely love your product. I think it is a great hard cider. It is my personal favorite. I know, like I said, not a huge hard cider guy, but that is delicious. We are about ready to get this episode of Monday Night Raw rolling, and I'm excited about it. I think it is going to be a great Monday Night Raw. And in the opener, it is Jey Uso versus Gunther. I feel like this is going to be a great match live from the Reverb Room in Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out to my other longtime subscriber. And my buddy lives in Texas and always been a big supporter of this channel, so I got to give him a shout out. And Jey Uso making his way to the ring. Main event Jey Uso. And you guys know I am a huge Jey Uso supporter. I actually somewhat enjoyed his World Heavyweight title run. I also will say this. I've seen some of the comments that Rikishi's made as of recent. How do I want to put this? Jey Uso was always a tag guy. He is very lucky. He got to hold the IC title, the World Heavyweight title, and, nobody ever expected it from, a tag team guy like Jey, especially, a tag team we never thought we'd see get broken up, but happens from time to time. God damn, that is smooth. I love the animations in this game, by the way. Watch this. Watch this. When they start yeeting, they start going crazy. Not gonna lie. See? And on his way to the ring, former world heavyweight, former intercontinental champion, Gunther, who has been on a bit of a losing streak as of late. Now, you guys know, I'm a very huge fan of Gunther. I think the right move was to put the title on Jey Uso at the time at WrestleMania. Look, let's just be honest with each other. That title is considered a secondary title, which, nothing wrong with that. It's not like they're holding the lineage of the WWE title. Now, look, I also understand that the lineage of the World Heavyweight title, which I am a huge fan of, the look and everything, dates back to WCW, but if you haven't noticed, WCW hadn't been around in a very, very long time. And WWE doesn't probably, at least feels like they don't give a crap about WCW. And we're going to get this matchup underway. Jey Uso taking on Gunther. They've had a nice little rivalry as of late on this channel. And Jey Uso starts out with a super kick and a slap to the ear. And they lock up. Gunther reverses it and puts Jey Uso in the corner. Jey Uso blocks it. And the kick. Going for the float over DDT, but Gunther able to cut him off. Jey Uso with the punch to the ear. And look at the yeeting by the crowd. And hits the fist. Jey Uso going for a vertical suplex, but Gunther gets out. Jey Uso with a counter. These two men know each other so well, as Gunther is now outside of the ring. And Jey Uso, Gunther moves out of the way of the dive, but misses the knee drop. They lock up. Gunther with the knee. This has been a great little back and forth matchup to start things off on Monday Night Raw. And they lock up. But Jey Uso able to get himself free. And a DDT drops Gunther on the outside. Now Jey Uso on the outside going for the table. Slides it back in the ring. And Jey Uso, the super kick and the slap to the ear, takes down Gunther. Got the table set up in the corner. I don't know what that was all about. Irish whip into the table. And Jey Uso got him up. And Gunther goes through the table. He is going to be pulling splinters out of his shoulders for the next week. And Gunther loses this matchup. Jey Uso victorious. A very hard-fought battle. But Jey Uso comes out on top. Could we potentially see the main event rise of Jey Uso as it continues to climb? That is a great way to start off Monday Night Raw with a 4-star banger. Braun's going to cut a promo for us, and now to crown the inaugural Women's IC Champion, Michin and Nia Jax. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Because to be fair, I do not know how these two women are going to pair together. But I'm here for it. Not going to lie. I am here for it. And here we go. Round number 2. We crack that thing open. Nia Jax, man, let me tell you, I've actually enjoyed her return to WWE. I've enjoyed her return. I thought she had a nice little reign with the women's world title, and I don't think she's going to gain it back. But as Michin makes her way to the ring, the Blasian Baddie, if you know, you know. That was when she was Mia Yim. That was her nickname. I absolutely have a thing for Michin. I think she's very talented. That is killer. I keep up with, well, I watch the product as much as I can. Look, working a full-time job, doing a YouTube, which can potentially be a full-time job, you know, trying to get in better shape, all this other stuff, and just having time to myself. It is kind of hard. That's why you don't see me put up as much stuff with real-life wrestling. I don't want to say real-life wrestling, but you know what I mean. If something cool happens every once in a while, I may leave my opinion on it, but other than that, excuse me, I just don't have the time anymore. This match is going to get started. Michin tries to take Nia down with the clothesline, but she is not going to be able to get it. Nia with the headbutt to the back of the neck, and Nia tosses her like a ragdoll. This might be over quickly. Our first Intercontinental Champion might be a member of the Samoan dynasty in Nia Jax. Because I don't know how Michin's going to get anything in on her. As Nia carries her to the corner and drops her face first into the turnbuckle. And now got her up in a side slam position, but drops her across the knee with the back breaker. Another one. DJ Khaled. Only a 1 count on Michin as they lock up, and now gets out of it. Cannot get Big Nia off her feet. And now into a gorilla press and drops her on her stomach first. Not even a 1 count there. Michin has still got a lot of fight left in the tank. Uh-oh. You do not want to piss off Miss Nia. Oh. She's just too dang big. And, kick. I don't know what you call that move, but a foot to the face of Nia. And now she is calling for it. Eat defeat. Only good enough for a 2 count. And they lock up. And now finally Michin able to get Nia off her feet as she hits the code red. Not even a 2 count. Nia's still got a lot left in the tank. Nia tosses Michin from the top rope. Holy crap. What is Nia going to do? Telling Michin to get up. Powerbomb drops her on her head. Not even a 2 count. These two girls going back and forth. Counter by Nia Jax. Oh my God. Kick to the face and Nia's busted wide open. Only enough for a 2 count. Nia is bleeding profusely here. Irish whips her. The shotgun drop kick in the corner. And Michin laying down on her back. Nia rolls out the ring. And now Michin telling her to get up, get up. Suicide dive to the outside. Michin in control of this match. Will she become the new IC champion? Going for the cover, rolls her over. 1, 2, 3. Michin victorious. Your first women's intercontinental champion is Michin. Mia Yim. I like the Mia Yim name a lot better, but for continuity's sake, we will call her Michin. And like I said, brand new women's IC champion. Man, these girls are... They killed it tonight. I will say that. Congratulations, Michin, becoming the first women's intercontinental champion. 2.5 stars. I don't know how I feel about that. Jacob Fatu calls out Damian Priest. We're on to the semi-main event. Trick Williams and JD McDonough live in Fort Worth, Texas. Again, don't know how I feel about this match. I think it is going to be a very good one. I don't know if it's going to be a great one. JD McDonough on his way to the ring. I don't know if you guys know, we are in the middle of summer here, and I obviously can't run the air conditioning while I'm doing these recordings. I've got one of those little portable air conditioners that you can stick a block of a thing of ice in there, and it'll keep you somewhat cool. It ain't worth dick, guys. I am sweating profusely and just doing the best I can to get through this, because I want to put up the content for you guys, because we are finally hitting some sort of stride, and I feel great about it. Sorry about that. JD McDonough is... I dig him as an in-ring competitor. If nothing else, I just think he is a phenomenal in-ring competitor. I've really enjoyed the Judgment Day work over the past few years. And now on his way to the ring, Trick Williams. Look at him get all hyped for that. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Uh-huh. Whoop that trick. Uh-huh. Whoop that trick. Uh-huh. By the way, I went to NXT TakeOver in Philadelphia, WrestleMania 40 weekend. So cool, man. Like, I've been to the Wells Fargo Arena, or I guess it's called the Xfinity Center now. Geez, I remember when it was the First National Bank arena. Was it First National Bank? Oh, God. Saw a WCW show there, a house show back in the 90s. It was right after Kevin Nash won the world title. That might have been the Wachovia Center at the time. And for the last, I don't know, at least a decade, if not more, it's been known as the Wells Fargo Arena. And now I think it's getting called the Xfinity Center now, or Xfinity Arena. I don't know. It would make sense because Xfinity, Comcast basically does own the Flyers. And Trick Williams with a big-time clothesline, starting this thing off hot and heavy. And they lock up. Trick backs JD McDonough into the corner. Ref wants it. And the cheap shot. Not like the normal Trick Williams. Slips through and kicks him in the back of the knee. Clothesline STO takes down JD McDonough. Oh my God. Trick Williams is like a house of fire right now. And these guys are just going insane. Drop kick. And JD McDonough has not got out of first gear yet. Irish whip into the corner. And Trick Williams tosses him across the ring. They bump shoulders. JD got him up. Oh my God, JD going for the pin. And kicks out at 1. JD bleeding profusely on the side of his head. And the reversal by Trick Williams. Locking up. DDT! Kick to the gut. Neck breaker. And the leg is hooked. JD McDonough got the shoulder up before 3. Holy shnikes. They lock up. Side kick like his mentor Booker T. Trick Williams, high risk, high reward splash. And the leg is hooked. And that's over. Trick Williams comes out on top. Hate to say it, JD McDonough has been a very valuable member of this roster. We're going to miss him. We wish him best on his future endeavors. We did not re-sign JD McDonough, and that was just a choice. 3 stars, okay. And Io's going to call out Jade Cargill. She's going to be the big heel on this brand. Roman Reigns, Shinsuke Nakamura in a cage match for the big gold belt. This is going to be a good match. Let me tell you, these two scrapping at it against each other in the confines of a steel cage match. Let me tell you, always been a big fan of both competitors. Well, when Roman first came around, I liked him when he was doing the Shield thing. And then I also thought I always thought it was kind of weird that he was the only one wearing the Shield gear while everybody else moved on. Seth Rollins got a gear change. Dean Ambrose got a gear change. Roman got to keep. The only thing they did is they put Roman's logo on the vest. It's the only thing different that they did. Let me tell you, one of my I used to go. NXT used to run house shows in Bel Air, Maryland, and I believe Shinsuke was on one of the first cards. Such a great time. Me and a bunch of friends would go to, before the show, we'd go to a place called Silver Spring Mining Company, which is a restaurant. Best crab pretzel I've ever had, and the best burger I've ever had. And then we'd have a few drinks there. Mostly it'd be beer. That's how I kind of discovered my love for IPAs. Now, do I like my cheap beers too? Oh, hell yeah. But, and then we'd go and watch wrestling. Damn. And here we go. What's going to happen? Roman Reigns on his way to the ring. The Tribal Chief, the OTC, the one. As you guys can see, wearing the OTC shirt. It's one of my personal favorites in this video, for this series. It's the one I wear the most, but I've got some really cool shirts that they've made their appearance, but I got one really cool coming up here in the near future. Can't wait. I can't divulge it, but it's cool. Let me tell you. Damn. And Roman Reigns, my tribal chief. Honestly, I would not be mad if when Roman came back, he held that the big gold belt, as I like to call it. It is one of my personal favorite belts. I do have it in my collection. I know when I started doing these MyGMs, anytime there was a world title match, I would wear it over my shoulder. That or the big blue belt, as I like to call it, the universal title. But I don't know. Not a real big deal to me. Well, yeah, I've got about 6 belts, and, well, I got 6 belts. At some point when I get this place cleaned up or organized a little bit better, when I get everything done with my living room, because the living room has a really cool theme to it, I will definitely take you guys on a tour for that. Jesus. Sorry, I am real burpy right now, because what time did I start drinking these things? 12? 1? 2? Something like that. Honestly, can't remember. But, yeah, I've been... So, it's a 15-pack. I think there's like 3 or 4 left in the first pack. I got 2 of them, so... the next 3 days, I am not going to be doing any drinking whatsoever. We are supposed to hit like record humidity, and I am just going to be so damn busy after. Well, I'm going to try and get these recordings in. If you don't happen to see a recording Wednesday or Wednesday or Friday, you guys know why. That heat and humidity just kicked my ass. It just kicked my ass because I work. A lot of times I will put in a 10-hour day, and then I go to the gym and try for a half hour, try to get a workout in, and then try and do a recording. Now that's part of the reason why right before Memorial Day I took a little bit of a break, like a week and a half, 2-week break, something like that. I was so tired after work, and it's so tired, and I would go to the gym and I'd be even more tired, and it just was not very good. I felt so tired all the time, so nothing really, just trying to take better care of myself. Say that as I'm drinking a freaking hard cider. All right. Enough of the sappy personal life crap. We're going to have a good match here. This has been a great feud so far, let me tell you. Like, surprisingly good. Like, I don't know how this turned out to be such a good feud, but God. I don't think we ever got this on TV, and if we did, it was a very short feud. All right. Shinsuke Nakamura, the challenger. And your champion, your world heavyweight champion, the OTC, your tribal chief, the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Please let me... Okay, well, he lifts the title up. He should have just went. And sorry, you can't really see my finger, but he should be doing this Love to see him do that. And we're going to get this bad boy underway. The cage is lowered. They lock up. Headbutt. And they lock up again. Roll through. Powerbomb drops Shinsuke. Shinsuke now in control, but the counter by Roman. T-bone suplex. Roman is a madman unleashed. Belly-to-belly suplex. Shinsuke with the fist. Irish whip reversal and a Samoan drop takes down Shinsuke. Misses the Superman punch. A low blow by Shinsuke, resorting to dirty tactics and a cover. Could we crown a new World Heavyweight Champion here? No, we do not. And now Shinsuke scaling the cage, trying to get out of the ring. Or trying to get out and win himself his first World Heavyweight Championship on the main roster. He's already halfway there. And now he is climbing to leave, and Roman giving chase. Shinsuke getting pulled back in. It would have been really cool if we could have done like a suplex off that cage. Roman gets down. Shinsuke breaks himself free. Lock up. Reversal of the Irish whip. Samoan drop takes him down. He's going for it. Spear! Takes down Shinsuke Nakamura. Not even a 2 count? Are you kidding me? He no-sold the spear. Headbutt! And it busts Shinsuke Nakamura wide open. Irish whip into the cage. And Roman's tosses him. Lock up. Roll through. And drops him down with the power bomb again. Going for a cover, not even a 2 count. Nice belly-to-belly suplex. He's going for another spear here. Ooh, hits it. He's going for the cover. Does Shinsuke got enough to kick out? Yes, he does. Oh, he's going for it. Superman punch. Hooks the leg. Jeez, can't even get a 2 count? Going for it again. Speared. Spears Shinsuke out of his shoes. Why can't even get a 2 count? Makes no sense. And Roman scaling the cage, looking to win via escape. Already halfway there. What's he going to do? Oh, he's standing on top of the cage. That was not the smartest play by me. And Shinsuke rolls him up. Not even a 2. And he calls for the door. Roman looking to escape the cage. And now Shinsuke climbing it, but not going to be enough. Roman retains his title. Really good match. I enjoyed calling it thoroughly. Now, I felt like that was one of the best matches on the card. He's banging the cage, and he is super hype on that one. Holy crap. We had a 5-star match. Hell yeah. Oh my god. I don't remember us ever having one. Duke Hudson and Randy Orton versus Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson regain their tag team titles. Maxime Dupree cutting a little promo ski there. Okay. What's the next thing that's going to happen? It's Roxanne Perez and Charlotte Flair. I'd actually pay a lot of money to see that match. Roxanne Perez victorious. Really? Interesting. I feel like that would be JC Jane and Bianca Belair. Chyna and Indy Hartwell. Interesting. Indy Hartwell, the women's champ now. Chyna is the women's champ. Andre Chase calls out. Oh, sorry. Logan Paul, your new United States champion, and Luke Gallows is hurt. I've been trying to grab them over, bring them over from Friday Night SmackDown to Monday Night Raw, because I feel like that would be just a freaking great tag team feud. Xavier Woods, Alma Gordo, Triple H. Okay. I'm not giving Axiom that 100,000. Sorry, we'll find another tag team. We're going to cut you and Nathan Frazier. Gunther's happy we gave him that match. In fact, we are going to cut Nathan Frazier right now because that will bring a lot of money to the brand. Sorry about your damn luck, Nathan. You should have told your tag team partner to shut up. We'll get that money back. Thank you. We're going to scout some talent. I know who I want. Let's see who's available. We're going to do that. No way. I already know who I'm grabbing because I think this would be a killer matchup. I think just the potential of this matchup could be so freaking great. Hell yeah. You already know who I'm thinking. Ooh yeah, the cream of the crop. Thinking. And we grabbed Macho Man Randy Savage. We're going to set this card for next week. And in the opener, it is going to be Damian Priest taking on Jacob Fatu for that Intercontinental title. That is going to be a big time matchup. Title on the line, what will happen? We need somebody to cut a promo. Shinsuke Nakamura going to do a little advertising for us. Braun Breaker going to do battle with Andrade. All right. We have a matchup here. Training. Who needs some training? Somebody needs some training. Nia? Okay. Promo training. Yep. That works. And Io Sky taking on Jade Cargill. And Randy Savage going to call out Roman Reigns. And then your main event of the evening. It is going to be a tag team. No, it's not going to be a tag team match. Definitely not. Oh, maybe it is. Nope. We're going to do a... Not an underground. Last man standing. Last man standing. And it is going to be... God, why am I... Gunther and Jey Uso. But guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you like the content, you want to see this channel grow, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel sponsor, Dubby Energy. I left the link in the video description. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. Save yourself a discount of 10%. Before I get the hell up on out of here, I got to plug a few things that we are doing on this channel. Monday nights, NASCAR 14 season mode with Jimmy Johnson going to be posting one of the four corners. Wednesday, NHL Philadelphia Flyers 2.0 franchise. We are looking like we're going to go to the playoffs here in year number 3. About damn time. Going to be posting one of the four corners. Friday, MLB The Show Baltimore Orioles franchise. It's going to be posted one of the four corners right here. And Saturday nights when I'm available, I'm probably going to most likely go live this Saturday. Maybe a little bit later in the evening. I work that Saturday, and I do want to watch Blood Money in the Bank or Night of Champions, whatever it's called. I just want to watch it, so we might do a live stream after that, so definitely come by. If you watch the event, let's talk about it. It's going to be posted one of the four corners right here. Guys, I got to get the hell up on out of here. I will catch y'all in the next video. Have a great day, a great evening, and until next time, my friends, peace out.